ICIPE. ICIPE is based in Kenya, and this is also one of the research centers on issues around organic agriculture and other sustainable farming systems. We have Access Agriculture. Access Agriculture basically is one institution that does farmer-to-farmer documentation through videography. And these collect different experiences that have worked from different farmers across the countries, across the globe, and makes them in a way that is easy for the farmers to understand within the different areas of the world, and disseminates them into local languages within these different contexts. And Uganda, for the KCO project, we've been able to translate information in Luganda and Ateso. For us who are coming from those areas, I encourage us to access this information. So at country level within the Eastern Hub, we have PELAM Uganda coordinating the implementation of the KCOA project. We have PELAM Kenya for Kenya. We have Tanzania Organic Agriculture Movement for Tanzania. And we have the Rwanda Organic Agriculture Movement for Rwanda. Below that, we have associate partners, and I'll zero down on the Ugandan associate partner, who is Uganda Matters University. And we all know that Uganda Matters University was the very first private university to go ahead and start tailor-made courses right from certificates to to PhD level in organic agriculture or agroecology. So that is why we thought this will be a very good partner. But also, Uganda Matters University is hosting the African Center of Excellency on Organic and Agroecology, which is the AKHEA. So this is a one-stop center that is doing a lot of innovation and research in aspects on organic agriculture. So I've already talked about these partners and their roles. So we also have other partners. This is the Farmer Communication Program, which basically adds value in terms of collecting knowledge and awareness on ecological organic agriculture. Then we have the Ecological Organic Agriculture Initiative. This one is an African Union declaration on the promotion of organic agriculture within the 54 member states within Africa, and is implemented in 9 countries within Africa. In Uganda, PELAM Uganda is the country lead organization for the EOA project. And we are working closely with Kulika Uganda, who is implementing the value chain and marketing pillar. We have Eastern and Southern Africa Farmers Forum, which is coordinating information, communication, and extension. And then we have Uganda Matters University, which is doing research and applied knowledge. And this basically brings in the trainings, the synergies, and the ecological organic agriculture awareness creation. Then all the country implementing partners and associate partners who are responsible for the implementation of the project across the different areas. Thank you so much for listening to me, and I sincerely hope that this caravan has enlightened you, has given you the knowledge that you desire to make the meaningful change when it comes to promotion of sustainable farming systems that will address the issues around food security. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Josephine, for the warm welcome and giving us the insights, giving us the genesis of PELAM Uganda, KCOA, but also the relationship that PELAM has with KCOA and KHEA. Ladies and gentlemen, I would like to, at this moment, invite Francis. We do not want to take much more time. Francis is going to give us a deeper understanding of the KCOA project. And also, after that, we'll be inviting the official opening remarks from our chief guest from Ministry of Agriculture and the chairperson steering committee. Join me in welcoming Francis, the project manager, KCOA.
Thank you very much, Mr. Mugisha, and welcome everybody. Thank you for being around for the 5 days we've done the caravan. I welcome you from all the journeys, Masaka, Luwero, Nakaseke. I think we went to Kayunga, we went to Buikwe, we were in Kampala here. So thank you very much for making the time. Some of you were having tight schedules, but I know you had to prioritize the caravan. And I also want to thank you, the team. Ezra, you've done a tremendous job. And before I forget, put your hands together. Put your hands together harder. Yes, the reason I asked you to do that is because I want to say thank you, Ezra. Thank you, Pamela. These two people have done a great job. I couldn't do this alone. I couldn't. There's no way I could pull off such a thing. So these guys have been very, very key pillars in having this. I also would like to recognize the presence here of Mr. John Lodunguko. I hope I pronounce it well. I'm almost there. I am happy I'm almost there. I'll tell you there are people who are not anywhere near. So I want to really welcome you and thank you for the good work. John is representing the Commissioner Crop Production, Ministry of Agriculture, and we are very happy to work with the Ministry of Agriculture on whatever we are doing. So I'll just start from where Josephine ended and continue with some kind of progress and actions that we have forward in this knowledge hub for organic agriculture in Eastern Africa. My name is Francis Nsanga, and I'm the manager for the Eastern Africa Hub. And like you've heard from Josephine, the KCOA project, the global project, Knowledge Center for Organic Agriculture, is in Africa. So we have 5 hubs. And so in Eastern Africa, we have the Eastern Africa Hub, which has 4 countries right now: Uganda, Kenya, Tanzania, and Rwanda. And next month, we shall have Madagascar joining us. So we are very privileged. Slides, please. Next slide. Oh, you hadn't told me. Okay, great. So, I am happy. What are our 3 strategic focus areas? One of the most important things that you need to know is not the detail that you're seeing. You can't even read them, I know, because they are very tiny. But I want to just say that we have the first focus area called collecting and preparing knowledge, organic agriculture knowledge. And focus area number 2 is dissemination and capacity building, or rather capacity building and dissemination of that organic agriculture knowledge. And focus area number 3 is networking within the agricultural value chain. So those are the 3 things. Without getting the details, bothering yourself, just know that 1, we are collecting organic agriculture knowledge. 2, we are disseminating it. And 3, we are networking. Let's see what is happening. So in focus area number 1, where we say we do knowledge assembly and validation, we have done a lot of things, but I would want to say that just to emphasize where we are in the 4 countries and expanding to Ethiopia and later Madagascar, we have done baselines in these countries. So we have a lot of knowledge on organic agriculture in these countries. We have done baselines, and these baselines are helping us to understand what are the gaps in organic agriculture in the different countries and how can we therefore address them. And so that is going to help us a lot in making sure that we don't just shoot in the air, but we target our work. And then in addition to the baselines, we also have the platform profiles developed. Now I want to introduce you to the Continental Digital Platform for the KCOA project. The Knowledge Center for Organic Agriculture has the digital platform as one of the most important components, and we expect this to be coming up anytime from now. And so it's going to be an online platform, and people can ask and get answers, have discussions. It's going to have all the knowledge that we are talking about: production, marketing, processing, value addition, networking. All that information, all that knowledge that we need is going to be on that platform. And so we want to see that what we have started, you can get it from wherever you are when you go back to Soroti, when you go back to Bududa, to Mbale, to Nakasongola, when you go back to Wakiso. And so this is what we want to do. And beyond Uganda, people can still access this knowledge, okay, and be able to practice organic agriculture. So in focus area number 2, where we said we do capacity building and dissemination, many of you are multipliers. And many of you were trained by a person called a master trainer. So this is where we started. Way back in 2020, we started by training master trainers, and we have up to 25 master trainers, 24 master trainers that were trained at regional level. And these were coming from all the 4 countries. And so those master trainers have now trained you as multipliers. Now that's how it comes to the country level. And now from country level, we expect that you're going to impact farmers at grassroots. And so this is what we want to see. So far what we have seen in this area is that we have trained up to 1,194 farmers and multipliers, and then we have trained up to 238 farmers. But we want this number to increase because our target is way above what we can see here. And so some of you have already trained farmers and some of you are planning to. But I will tell you that from right here, from this caravan, you don't even need to wait for the training. Why? Because you already have ready knowledge to disseminate, isn't it? And so as you go back to your communities, to your farmers, this is what you have to start with. You don't need to wait for a training. Get started on what you have learned from the caravan and share that information, share that knowledge, share that motivation. Many of you were swept off the ground, like people normally say, isn't it? Seeing things that you thought were impossible and people are doing things. Here in Wakiso, in Kampala, we saw Dr. Diana's farm on a very small plot, and she's doing a lot. She's doing chicken, she's doing everything. And so this is what we want to make people aware that it's possible, but also to make people aware that organic agriculture can be done commercially. Because that is where the fear is. People think that it cannot be done on a large scale. But we have seen, haven't we? Exactly. So this is what we need to share with the people we've left at our homes. So in the areas of ecological organic agriculture consumer awareness, we've done a lot of publications, we've done a lot of TV shows, we've done a lot of live radio talk shows, and we've done a lot of online awareness campaigns. And some of these we have published, and some of you have read, some of you have watched TV, and some of you have listened to radios. And one thing that I want to say is that we have always, made sure that these publications, for example, the pullouts, coincide with important days of the calendar. So you'll always find something about organic agriculture when we are celebrating, for example, the World Food Day, when we are celebrating days of that nature. We have also very active social media pages, and the communications arm is very, very strong. Thanks to Pamela for this wonderful job. And we know that we are going places because of what Pamela is doing on the project. These numbers have changed so much. What you see here are just the numbers that we started with about 3-4 months ago. So we are getting to better and better numbers on all the social media platforms. In terms of the market development and networking, which is the focus area number 3, what do we do? What have we done? What do? We do inter-country learning events, and we do events like the Caravan. Now you get the point. This is focus area number 3 of the project, where we come together and learn from each other. We participate in organic agriculture exhibitions like the Organic World Congress There's a typo there. It was supposed to be 2021. We have participated in the NAS, in the organic indigenous food fairs of Pelham, Uganda. We have participated in all the other national organic exhibitions in the other countries. And the reason we participate is we want to network, we want to create markets, we want to develop that component. And then we are also very particularly developing participatory guarantee systems, PGSs. Some of you have heard of PGSs. And some of you right now, you know because you have met farmers who belong to PGSs. And so we are developing this as part of our focus area number 3. And then we are also focusing on value chain and market development. So that is something that I wanted you to know before I go into the caravan. And this is what you've done, this is what you know, but I just want to summarize for you what we've been able to capture in the 4-5 days that we've been together. You already know that the theme has been sharing organic agriculture, knowledge and experiences. And we started way back on the 14th, and we are going up to the end of today. Now, what were the objectives of the caravan? When we were in Kayunga, I think I talked to all of us and I said one of our objectives, which is number 3 here, is to provide a platform for interaction and have kind of a network created. So one, we wanted to increase your exposure to the broader objective of the KHEA project. 2, we wanted to build capacity of farmers and multipliers along organic farming value chains. But 3, we wanted to create a network out of everything that we are doing. So I had some people come this morning and tell me we have already created a WhatsApp page. Yesterday I wasn't with you, but somebody has told me already something has happened. And I've heard that some of you are leaders. My friend from Mr. Kakande from Wakiso, I've heard he's in the LC system. So the leadership that is within us should help us form that network. Big Ben, we talked, and we said that next time we are not going to any farm before we go to the one for Big Ben. Yes, we should be seeing now what we have improved from the caravan. And so we need this network amongst ourselves, those that have participated in this caravan, to see that we have picked something, to see value for what we have done. So these are the 3 objectives, and I know we have achieved already number 1 and number 2. We have exposed you to the farmers and to the people that can do something. Robert, teenage, isn't it? Hey. So Robert here is coming from Rwanda. So I try to speak Ruchiga. Sometimes I break it badly. But I enjoy the farmers that Robert leads. Robert leads a very vibrant group of farmers in Rwanda. So we have achieved number 1 and number 2. We are yet to see you guys network. Josephine talked about the same. What is it that you're taking back by you coming and meeting somebody from Wakiso, Kakande, by meeting Big Ben from Umbale, by meeting Grace from Soroti? What are you taking back home? What are you taking to your group? It's a question, and we want that network to be vibrant. And so what are the expected outcomes? 3 of them. And 1 is that you gain the knowledge and capacity. 2 is that you develop the linkages between farmers and the service providers. And 3 is that we have the network of like-minded organic value chain actors. Okay? So this is something that if you forget everything else I've said, and anyone else who will say something, don't forget these 3. And especially the last outcome, number 3, because that's what we want to see. If we don't see that, we will have wasted time for the 5 days we've been on the caravan. So let us remember that these are the most important things we want to see on top of everything else we have enjoyed. Okay? So I will just take you through the summary of things that have happened. What were the activities we did in the caravan? We had a press conference. Many of you participated. and many of you watched. And then we had learning visits, of course, in Kampala, Wakiso, Buikwe, Kayunga, Luero, KCOA-KHEA, and Masaka. Mr. Lodungoko, this is where we've been. We've been in places of organic farmers, in farms and in factories, in packaging factories, and we have learned so much. I can only say that. I don't know what they are going to say because today is their time to share with us. And that time is coming. But this is where we've been. And we've been there because we had very limited time. If we had all the time, we would go everywhere. And the other is the climax event that is happening right now. And we hope that we shall hear from the multipliers that went around in the different districts. What are the key lessons that we have picked so far? From Guagala mixed farm, for example, we saw that urban farming is possible. We saw that you can optimize your feed for livestock. I think you heard Dr. Diana Nambatia talking about the maize and the chicken feed. Do you remember? Yes. So for me, I took it as a very big lesson, and you can optimize chicken feed and get better products for less in terms of input. And we saw marketing, we saw how we can make organic inputs. We have also seen that at the Katavi, at the Abaita Katavi Town Council organic market, we saw that farmers are able to bring in their produce, and this is now the challenge to you guys. You have seen how those shelves are half empty, isn't it? What can we do? The challenge is on our table. We must make those shelves full. Full of what? Organic produce. I told you, Robert, when we were in Rwanda the other day, that you can produce Irish and bring it to Kampala. Do you see that what we were saying is possible? Exactly. Exactly. So can we do our organic Irish and bring it to Abaita Babiri? Because I will tell you frankly, the Abaita Babiri market has Irish from Kabale. The conventional market has got Irish from where? So what stops us from bringing organic Irish to that market? Nothing. So let us take the challenge. Let us bring the organic products into these shelves. Professor Sechewa has provided for us an opportunity, and we must not let him down. I hope you saw the challenge, and you saw the opportunity as well. Yes. So on day one again, on day two, we went to Valimisa organic farming in Kayunga, and we saw how you can do organic farming in the community, because some of you and some of your farmers have probably said you cannot do organic farming in the community when others are doing conventional. Did you see that it's possible? Yes, it is very much possible. And we saw how the Balimisa are coming together as a farmer association, and we can learn from them. We also networked, and again on day three, we saw a lot of value addition. You remember Godfrey? Do you remember Godfrey Bogere? And his words, some of the words are here, I don't know whether you can read them, but he says we have a very strong bond between us and the farmers. Once farmers pray, this is like betraying us. We also do community contributions, and this eventually helps to win their hearts into organic farming. So they are supporting farmers and working with farmers and emphasizing the need for them to use organic practices. Where else can you find this information if it were not for Bogere at Sruma Foods? So we want to say whatever we have picked, I've just put here a summary of things picked from Sruma Foods: value addition, packaging, labeling, marketing, and export. All these are things that we can take, and nobody will stop you from doing export marketing. Nobody will stop you from packaging your produce. If you're doing coffee, if you're doing pineapples, if you're doing passion, Irish potatoes, if you're doing rabbits, nobody will stop you from packaging and selling it to an organic market. Therefore, we see that we have also value addition, packaging, labeling, and again, export market at Kapeka in Nakaseke. And then we see we have had a lot of engagements on TV, on radio, but also on social media. And what are the three things that have happened through these interactions in these 5 days? One of them is we have made the KCOA-KHEA project known to so many people. Probably those who did not know, now they know that we have a project called the Knowledge Center for Organic Agriculture in Africa, and we have the Knowledge Hub for Organic Agriculture in Eastern Africa. And we have also made the affirmation of the progress in organic agriculture sector. Many of you probably had doubts. You were in one corner in Sorota and you are thinking you are the only one who does organic. Isn't it? Have you seen that there are so many more? Yes, there are so many more people in the country that are doing organic, and we shouldn't be bullied by those guys who are doing conventional and saying this is not, it is possible, we can do organic. And we have also set off to yet a new level of networking and getting synergies work for us. And so if you have not changed from the way you came, I want you to take it from me that you need to do so. What I know is that all of us have moved a step from, if we came and we were here, at least we have moved a step. Is that true? Exactly. So we have set off. For us, we are taking off. If you're here, still here, and you're thinking your way of doing things, and you have not been impacted, but what has happened in the Caravan in all the 5 districts, in all the 5 days, then it is really not something good to talk about. But I know that each one of us has been impacted in one way or the other. We have had the TV shows, we have had the social media, and we were trending. This man's pointer doesn't point for me, but you can see I just tried to circle where we were trending in Uganda, and we hit number 1, I think, twice or thrice? Twice in the 5 days. Hitting number 1 is a big job. For those of you who know, if you know what trending means, trending and hitting to be number 1 on the list in the country takes a lot of work. So it means that so many people were looking at our work, so many people were looking at our Caravan, so many people were tweeting and commenting about our Caravan, which is good. And then we have also had our partners. I want to actually thank our partners, the media team. The media team and all our partners, the UBC team, the NTV team, and all the radio stations that have been with us. Today we are live on UBC. We want to really thank you very much. And we have done this even before on UBC, and so we want to really thank you very much and continue working with you to take this agenda of organic agriculture to yet another level. Now, I have only 2 slides left, and I want to talk about the Meet Africa's Organic Farmer Campaign. This is one of those things, very important things that will happen in the near future. We are going to have this campaign as the 5 hubs in Africa. And now if we are trending number 1 in Uganda, we want to trend number 1 in Africa. Is it possible? Yes. If we do the same strategy we had in Uganda and do it in the other 5 hubs, we want to trend number 1 in Africa that day when we do it. And so Meet Africa's Organic Farmer Campaign is again another way of taking the organic sector agenda to yet another level on the continent. And we are going to combine all the 5 hubs plus the GIZ team in Germany to ensure that the Meet Africa's Organic Farmer Campaign hits and gets to the ears of those who should know. And so what are we going to do? We are going to cover the entire continent, and we are going to incorporate that campaign on the digital platform that I talked about before. Right now, it is not yet ready, but by that time, it will be ready. So we are going to have this incorporated on the continental digital platform. We are going to have it on the entire continent through the mainstream media and the social media. And then between now and June, not 2002, but rather 2022. There is a typo there, I think. So between now and June, we are going to collect content for this campaign. And then in July, we shall launch the Meet Africa's Organic Farmer Campaign. And I know that we shall be communicating to you on how you can participate in this campaign, and we want to hit number 1 when we get there. So I want to thank you very much for your kind attention, and I want to also thank the media houses for the great job well done. Thank you. Over to you, Mr. MC.
Thank you very much, Dr. Francis Nsanga, for giving us those insights. I like the message that you are sending on it is possible to do organic agriculture on a large scale, but also to commercialize it. I thank you very much, Dr. Francis, also for emphasizing the point of networking. I understood from the participants on the caravan that they have already started on the networking. As we talk now, each one of them has at least more than 3 contacts. That is already good enough to kickstart the point of networking. Sorry, we are already in your health break time, but we want to quickly do this. Let's have our chief guest to come and make the opening remarks. Bwana John, I understand you'll be coming back, but for now, you'll be coming to give us the official opening of the event, and then later on we'll have you to make a keynote speech. Please, Ezotezimara, can we give him more claps? Thank you very much. The microphone.
Good morning, everybody. I don't know whether it is morning or afternoon. Morning. It is morning. Very good. If you're happy and you know, clap your hands. If you're happy and you know, clap your hands. If you're happy and you know, clap your hands. Very good. My name is John Lodungokol. I am Assistant Commissioner Crop Production, and I am the chairman of the National Organic Agriculture Steering Committee, and I am also a deputy project coordinator for Agricultural Cluster Development Project, ACDP, and I am here in the shoes of the Commissioner Crop Production, who is my superior. And I am so happy first to be participating in this event. I want to start by thanking first the Almighty God for keeping you well amidst the challenges. The recent is the pandemic, which is still on and real. Don't relax because the economy has been opened. It is still dangerous, and many other diseases. And that is from God. I also want to thank Pelham Uganda for organizing this big event, which is impacting knowledge and skills which are practical to the farmers, to the master trainers, to the youth, and to individuals. I also want to thank you who have picked the passion, who have picked the interest to engage yourselves in organic agriculture. I also equally want to thank the partners which Josephine, the coordinator, are working with to roll out this organic agriculture to the whole world. You have had many partners everywhere in East Africa, also in Africa, and also in the world. Don't forget the horse. This is a cellar hotel, because if it was not well built and with a mind of safety for you, this building would have collapsed in the last storm which hit Entebbe heavily. And it also hit our office. The Ministry of Agriculture was hit heavily, but we thank God that no life was lost, but some vehicles were destroyed. Moreover, new ones that were just packed. So, and that is all about safety, about God. I am very delighted, and that is why I started with that song, which one of my small young men likes singing every time. If you are happy and you know, clap your hands. That is when I tell him, my friend, I'm taking you out for swimming. Then he starts running and saying, if you are happy and you know, and you will see him straight in the car, waiting for that time to go and swim. You went for your 5 days. And mainly is to share knowledge and experiences of different individuals, different partners, different institutions, and different factories. Count yourself very lucky, because nobody else can build your capacity for your future, for your health. The foods today are most adulterated. They are genetically modified products. They are fortified products. There are others that many ingredients have been put in place to spice, and they are all inorganic. And you know what that means? If you check the statistics now, there is high rate of cancer in Uganda, high rate of diabetes in Uganda, there is high rate of blood pressure, just because of a result of inorganic products. But if you went to eat the food which my father has been eating and my mother in Karamoja, those are warriors, they are naked, they don't have those diseases. The man is staying up to 100 years, very hard skin, without diseases of diabetes, high issues. My God. Now why? Because they are eating organic products. Those trees of theirs, nothing has been tampered, there's never been sprayed with the chemicals. They just pick those traditional and natural fruits and they are eating it as medicine. To a level where now even this corona, one of the medicine is in Karamoja. The tree is growing alone. We call it abwach. I don't know in English, I'm researching it, but I'm not getting it. Eh? Somebody is doing the hand like this. Who is from Karamoja here?
No, I'm from Soroti.
Very good. Aha, that is my in-law. I mean, that's my nephew. He calls us uncles. So you see the beauty of organic agriculture. And you see it's just your production yourself with non-adulterated land system. The soil is cultivated, nothing is put in that soil. Don't give me that fertilizer you are saying, however I'm promoting, but I am saying organic fertilizers are key. Your visit out, I'm very, very sure, if you start down to calculate, has been very expensive. But who did that? Somebody sat down and said, why are we going in organic? Why don't we go organic? And then others buy the idea of organic. And that's why Pelham Uganda must be appreciated for this, among other areas. From government side, government is in full swing, full swing. This government now, by His Excellency the President of the Republic of Uganda, Yoweri Kaguta Museveni, I'm a convert also, by the way, because appointed by the President as a commissioner, you don't just play around. You don't fist your hands like this or like, no, it must be like this. I'm sorry for that. And yes, we have a lot of enabling policy or regulatory frameworks in government that are working close to organic agriculture. One of it is the National Agriculture Organic Policy. The other one is the NAP. The other one is Agricultural Sector Strategic Plan 3, the National Development Plan 3. All of it is looking at the value chain development of organic products. We are talking from production, post-harvest handling, marketing, and the consumer table, where you are going to eat this food. I go to a hotel. If I go to Sheraton, I get two menus. One English, they say English food. Then the other one is traditional food. But when you look at critically what the English food is, all these products are from here. I don't know why you are calling English. Give me English tea. But the milk is from our dairy. The tea is from Guano. The water is from Uganda. Why are you saying it English? So it is only the method or the way you are processing that makes it English. But in reality, this is all our food, our organic. We are working to hatch policies that will reduce the imports and increase the exports. That is what the regulatory frameworks we are looking at now. For example, why do I have Nescafe every time and have the best coffee ever in Uganda? Why don't I take my coffee? And yet it's being enjoyed by other countries. Why don't we put it like in Ethiopia, for example, where coffee, like in Holland, if you go to Holland, most malls, most stores, they want to call it supermarkets, are there called stores. You will see coffee machines at the corner free because they are encouraging their own products. But if you come to Uganda, you will not have any coffee shop giving you coffee free, that you are just taking it as a tip for yourself. So when are we encouraging our products organically to become popular? So one of the issues is that we are going to support you by producing the regulatory frameworks that will regulate the imports and promote you who are producing organic products. I'm happy you went to Professor this man of Baita Babiri. That's where I stay. Every time I go there, I do my research also. There are many organic products that he sells. Those shelves you are saying they were empty. It's because some people keep on picking them as farmers bring and so on. But what are we talking about? I like the expected outputs of by the gentleman, the one who presented your experiences and your roadmap. But I want to add one. Why are you keeping it to yourselves? I expected one of the expected outcome to say one of you will be the lead farmer or the lead producer of one of the organic products in the world. And what will that be? Because of the networking, you will be selling your products electronically. You see what I mean? In the WhatsApp you are putting on, I want to hear from you that one of you has benefited from that WhatsApp by getting market of your product. And the farmers are coming from Tanzania, from Kenya, from where to pick that product from you or order from you and say, send me this package. When you reach that level, that ambitiousness is what I want from you farmers, from you multipliers. What are you multiplying? You're not supposed to be a demo farmer. No. We are extension workers do demonstrations on its agronomic practices, on its better products. But for you, I don't want you to be a demo farmer or 10 by 10 plot. Then you are saying I'm organic farmer. Who tells you you'll be organic farmer in that way? Show your neighbor that you're organic. Show the neighbor and multiplies and networking, as you say, and then you will have money in yourself. You will have good health in yourself. Remember the benefits of organic products? They are very far. So many of them. We are all unhealthy because of eating inorganic. My multipliers and master trainers, I expect the man called TOT, train of trainers, and you are putting the word masters, means you are more of a professional, specialist. Let me use that statement. You're a specialist. So if they have graded you a specialist, can we see from other community people that they benefited from your training? And it is recurring. So once you get it from somebody, then you will see everybody having the same knowledge. You will see a rehabilitated community in terms of organic agriculture. Members, I take the opportunity as John Lodungokol to declare this caravan open. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, the Commissioner, John Ludungokol. Now I can pronounce it very well. Thank you very much. Join me again to give him a round of applause. He's a very committed friend. Every time we really invite him, he comes. We really want to thank you very much for that. And we'll always have you to participate and share with you and also learn from your insights. Ladies and gentlemen, this event is live. And we have other participants that are following us online, more than 200 across the region. And we want to appreciate people who have enabled us, the media group, to make this event go wild and go world. Let me take this opportunity to recognize and appreciate the mainstream group that is led by Agava, that includes TVs, radio, print, and online. Agava, where are you? Please join me in congratulating them. We also have the social media group, both on Peram and the Knowledge Hub social media channels, on Facebook, on Twitter, and Instagram. And I would like to recognize the responsible team that is helping us on the social media channel. Please, by show of hands. Good. We cannot forget to appreciate and recognize people who are behind photography and videography. Kamerezo muziraba. Can you put up your hands for recognition, please? Good. We also have the live stream, or the live stream team. Where are you, live stream team? Can we have the Kasumba group? Yes. Beautiful. They are doing a very good job. We thank you very much. And our beloved rapporteur, Orudawa, you have journeyed with us, we know. And we have a team that is helping us that will give us a very good report. Everyone that has seen this really is also looking forward to a good report. And we have a team that is responsible for that, that is taking note of the process. The rapporteur group, where are you? Emikono Waguru. Beautiful. He's right there behind. Ladies and gentlemen, we want to thank you very much for the active participation. And you, the farmers and the learners and the participants on the Farmers Caravan 2022 for the Knowledge Center, Knowledge Hub for Organic Agriculture. Can we clap for ourselves? Beautiful. I would like to end with these also important partners that have enabled this event to take place, without whom we could not be able to really register success. But let me take this opportunity to read their names. We have a partner like Ministry of Agriculture, Animal Industry and Fisheries. They have done a lot. We have by Vision Africa Trust Kenya. We have GIZ. We have Peram Uganda, Peram Kenya, Rwanda Organic Agriculture Movement, Tanzania Organic Agriculture Movement, that is ROAM and TOAM. We have Public Relations Association of Uganda. We also have AFSA. We have ESAF. Guess who is left? Yalta. Can we clap for ourselves and we clap for these people? Ladies and gentlemen, we are very grateful. And for that matter, we are qualifying for a cup of tea and or coffee. Feel free, because we are talking about organic agriculture and so to say organic eating and healthy eating. For that matter, I want to invite you for a healthy break, and shortly after we'll be right back to further engage one another. Thank you very much for being good participants. Have a good health break.